All right, Mother Wounds Part 4. Excuse me, I'm in bed. I'm not getting up today for this one. Okay, so the last 3 parts on Mother Wounds that we've been talking about so far, we have talked about mother wounds from like a macrocosm. We've looked at it from the perspective of the global majority, who that's what we are. We people of color are the global majority, right? And we've looked at it from the perspective of like global hashtags that are trending, like, free the watermelon folks, free Haiti, free Sudan, free Congo, right? All of those things are interlaced into this mother wound because they are a consequence of our disconnection from the planet itself, our lack of understanding of how to work with our planet in order to sustain all of us. Okay, there is a way for us to work with this planet to sustain all of us in an equitable and healthy manner, but utilizing the patriarchy is 1000% not going to get us there. Okay, so today I kind of want to bring it in a little bit closer and start looking at mother wounds from the perspective of the nuclear family and how that is being played out in the gender war that you find on TikTok right now. So the way that I feel that this plays out the most online has to do with the vitriol against single baby mothers and the problem that single married mothers end up having. Okay, these are both consequences of the patriarchy and a symptom of mother wounds. Another thing that I think is problematic and is also a symptom of mother wounds, but I'll probably do this in a separate video, is the practice of circumcision. So I'm going to table that one for maybe the next video, but let's focus in on single baby mothers and married single mothers as it pertains to mother wounds. So the issue that we find with these categories of individuals is that they are being dragged in the TikTok streets as the reason for everybody's problems. Okay? I'm just paraphrasing what's being heard online. Let me land my plane. And I find that to be fascinating and inaccurate, but it tracks when you're looking at the conversation of the disrespect of the mother. Because if you have no respect for the effort that your mother has put into your life, you are not going to then have respect for the effort of other mothers. Okay, that's one. Number two, if you don't feel that the work that your mother does at home has value, then you won't feel that the work your partner has value. And if you watched your mother slave away and also work a full-time job, if you watch your mom work 12 hours and then come home and cook and clean and carry on until basically she dropped dead or she left your father or something else happened, right? Then you're going to believe that that is the way that things should be. And you will then try to project or perpetuate that on someone else. When in reality, that is a skewed viewpoint of how things should be. Okay? A balanced, aligned, harmonious, vibrational partnership is one that has give and take. And it's not pigeonholed into gender norms. It's one where the partners pay attention to each other and respond to the needs of the relationship as the relationship is growing and changing and moving through life, just the way we as humans grow and change and move through life. One of the things that modern society has done, which I don't know where this came from, it has come up with this concept of nothing needing to change. And that's very much against nature. Nature, in and of itself, has the concept of expansion, right? When you get a seed, it grows, it multiplies, it becomes a seed, then it becomes a seedling, from a seedling to like a plantling, from a plantling to a plant, right? So we have this process of growth in nature, but we as humans, in our infinite wisdom, with our big brains, we seem to believe that we do not fall under the same category of animals that need expansion and growth. And so when we are stuck and when we are attached to keeping things the same, that is when we lose the opportunity to expand and grow and become better human beings and to become better in our own right. And so when we have relationships that are locked into a position of stagnation, damage can only ensue from there. Okay. And so that's part of the problem that we have right now with the patriarchy, because the patriarchy does not allow for the full expansion and growth of either feminine or masculine energies. It's cutting people off, and it's curbing them, and it's crimping them, and it's putting them in tiny little boxes when they should be blooming into these big, beautiful, glorious human beings. But you can't be big and beautiful and glorious in a system that is a hierarchy, because that does not serve the person that's highest up. And so in order to understand what a matriarchy would look like, you have to recognize that a matriarchy is a circle. It's everybody tending each other and then focusing inward to tend the children. Whereas the masculine hierarchy, the patriarchy, just shoves everybody down here, and then we're just stepping on everyone to get up. Okay. So that actually was kind of more or less about mother wounds and more about how we move into that. So I'm going to just finish this video so that the next topic, I'll talk more about individually how that looks in families.